I unknowingly dated a married guy for 6 weeks, and here's how I found out. Well, we started dating on Bumble. I found him. He seemed like a cool guy. He plans a date. Everything he plans is super fun. We go to Topgolf, we go to drinks, and we go about on one date a week, and it's usually in the beginning of the week, like Monday, Tuesday. Things start going really well. We have a lot of the same interests. We have a lot of the same hobbies, but he always comes to my house and never allows me to go to his house. I start to notice that he has dog hair on his clothes, even though he's repeatedly said that he does not have a dog. So finally I decide to tell my parents that I'm seeing someone and I really like him, but I can't find any red flags about him. My mom, in typical mom fashion, decides to run a background check on him. I don't know what made her decide to do this. Calls me in the middle of the night, like, "Mom, I'm sleeping." Just like, "I don't care, I need to talk to you." The next morning, she calls me with his wedding website in hand. So what did I do? I found his wife on Instagram. This is part 2 of finding out I was dating a married guy and telling his wife. I thought long and hard about whether I wanted to tell his wife, and then as a woman, I decided that if this happened to me, I would want to know. Because my mother had done a background check, I had his wife's full name, so I looked her up on Instagram. This is all happening at like 7 a.m. on a Thursday. So my little sister comes over and we devise a plan on how we're gonna contact her. I find her on Instagram pretty easily, and I send her a DM. Scared shitless when I sent her a DM because I had no idea what was gonna happen. First DM just said, "Hey, are you perchance married to this guy?" She responded to my DM and said, "Yes, I am married to this person." And I was like, "Well, I've unknowingly been dating your husband for the last 6 weeks." Overall, she was really understanding. She basically asked me questions of when and where we hung out, for how long. In the conversation, we realized that there were times when I couldn't account for him and she couldn't account for him. We figured out that he was dating like 4 other women. I had to figure out what I was gonna do to tell him. I unknowingly was dating a married man, and here's how I confronted him after talking to his wife. First of all, just to clear up a few things, y'all are in my comments about not seeing the red flags. Okay, when I started dating this guy, I had just gotten out of another relationship where he didn't plan anything, also didn't really take me to his house. I've been there a few times, I knew where he lived. Having this guy actually plan the dates for me and contact me a week in advance to be like, "Hey, we're going to Topgolf on Tuesday at 6 p.m. That was a green flag. I see it now that it was a red flag. Now for why you're all here. While the conversation with the wife was going on, I decided that the best course of action was just gonna be to text. I sent him a text that literally just said, "Wow, I can't believe you didn't tell me." To which he responded, "Tell you what?" To which I said, "Tell me that you have a dog." I said, "Oh, your dog must be your wife's then." To which he said, "Soon not to be wife." And if you go back to part 3, you'll see that I asked his wife if they were getting divorced, and she said no. Overall, the conversation was really boring. I'll post it if you guys are interested, but I ended things and told him I never wanted to see him again. Did happen in August. I did actually run into him a few weeks ago with a woman who's not his wife.